Today's recipe starts out with a chopped onion. Alright, into the Dutch oven it goes. Let's add a little bit of olive oil down there. About that much is about all we really need. And just kind of mix this all around in there. Try to get everything kind of covered with the old olive oil. Alright, let's prepare the next ingredient. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pounds of mild bulk Italian sausage, and we're going to mix it with a ½ pound of hot sausage. So we're going to have 2½ pounds of Italian sausage. This is the hot stuff. Normally I would mix, an entire pound of this with the 2 pounds of this, but the ladies of the house don't want it to be too hot. So let's open it up and let's mix all of this together. We're going to set it on this plate right here, and then we're going to put it in the pot. She's all broke up. Let's get her in the pot. Turn the fire down low and get it started cooking on this. You want to cook this slow and be breaking it apart during the entire time it basically simmers is what you're doing. The next thing we're going to do is put some spices in this little container, and they'll be, we're going to add a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, which is this, we got this Old Thompson. Looks good, smells good, don't know. Then we're going to put a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is right there in the center. Then we're going to put a ½ teaspoon of chipotle chili pepper, which is that red one. Then we're going to put a ½ teaspoon of dried oregano, which is the big green one. And then a teaspoon of black pepper. And that's what we're going to do next, right in here. All done. Ready to go in the pot. Now normally I'd be cooking this outside on my gas grill, but it's just a little too hot in Arkansas right now to be going out there, facing that heat just to cook some Italian sausage chili. That's what we're making today, folks. Italian sausage chili. Now last time we made some Italian sausage soup, and old Rob, our good subscriber Rob, he jumped up there and said, I'm Italian, and I know that's not an Italian dish, the Italian sausage soup he was talking about. Well, I never did say it was an Italian dish. I said it was Italian sausage soup. Now this is Italian sausage chili, and again, that does not make it an Italian dish. Now remember, when you're cooking Italian sausage and you're simmering it, don't just put it in the pot and cook it. It'll be terrible to break it apart. You have to do it as it cooks. You have to constantly be moving it. It's almost like making a pudding. You have to constantly stir it while it's being made. Well, with Italian sausage, you have to constantly break it apart while it's cooking. You want these parts to be fairly small. Remember, we're making chili here. Yeah, oh, it's smelling good already. I can't believe it. There's nothing like Italian sausage as far as the sausages go. And, the Polish sausage is okay and stuff like that, but the Italian sausage with that, they use a spice called fennel. Oh, great stuff. Great. She's breaking apart nicely, getting down into tiny little pieces. I'm constantly working it. Actually, I need a different wooden spoon for this kind of operation. There's one you can get. Oh, it's about maybe this long, maybe a little longer, but it's got a flat edge. It's flat and square with kind of a slanted edge, almost like a knife blade, and it's sharpened so where you can kind of poke it down in there and it actually breaks up whatever it is. It's just a cutting wooden spoon. I'm going to stop by downtown and see if I can't find one of those. There may be one of those in Salvation Army. I don't know. I'm going to check tomorrow. Well, I'm still at it. See that juice down in there? Do not dump that juice away. We're going to cook it down until the juice is almost all gone. You'll see. Don't throw it away. Alright. Still chopping. I want this stuff to be really small. I've got the heat down. I turned the heat down to like, I guess it's almost 4. I don't want it to be too hot. I'm just going to keep stirring and cooking, stirring and cooking. I want this stuff to, just because it's cooked doesn't mean it's soft. You don't really want chewy Italian sausage in your chili. You don't want chewy. You want something you have to, gnaw on for a half an hour before you can get it to where you can swallow it. No, we want that stuff down small. Alright, she's doing real good, but we're going to keep cooking until all that juice disappears. Or almost all of it's going to disappear. It'll just keep simmering down, and until it's all gone. Then we're going to go ahead and add our spices. Alright, let's go ahead and dice up a red and a green pepper. We may not use them all, just whatever I feel like dicing up. I wound up using about 3/4 of each pepper. You know, if it turns out not to be enough, well, I can always come back and chop up the rest. If it turns out to be too much, so what? Alright, just a few more minutes of cooking. You'll see the juice is beginning to disappear pretty good. Still some there, but not like it was. I'm going to let it cook just a little while longer. Keep stirring it, keep working it. Just be the good chef, you know what I mean? Let me see here. Yeah, not too bad at all. And then we'll start adding our spices. Can't wait. That's when it's going to start smelling terrific. You know, my electronics mentor Brendan up in Detroit, those of you who keep up with my videos, you know that he's really helped a lot in the restoration of the electronics side of the radios that I've restored. Anyway, he's a big Italian sausage lover also. We have that in common. He likes that Italian sausage. Alright folks, I think we've about got it. It is time. Not much fluid down there at all now. Most of it has been evaporated or absorbed by the meat and the onions. So now it's time to go ahead and put the spices in. We're going to mix this spice up and continue cooking. Yes, we are. Ooh. We're going to cook it all. Just keep stirring it around. Keep on cooking. Keep on cooking. Turn the fire down just a little bit here. Whew, she got steamed up in a hurry. Oh my gosh. I want to stop right now and just eat it. It smells so good. God. Oh my Lord. Alright, I've been stirring for about 2 minutes. And that's really all you need once you add the spices. You know, 2-3 minutes, up to you. Make sure it's well mixed, okay? Alright, now we're going to add 2.5 cups of water. There's the first cup. Alright, 2 cups are in. This is the half a cup. 2.5 cups of water. I'll stir that around just a little bit. Then I'm going to add a little bit of tomato puree. Not much, you know, just enough to give it a slight tomato taste. I don't want a whole lot in there, okay? Let's get the can open. Alright, I'm just going to spoon this tomato puree out because I don't want to dump that in there. I want to make sure we only have a little bit. I'm just not too crazy about that. We'll maybe put 3 or 4 spoonfuls in. That's about it. Maybe one more. We'll just go one more, which should be about a half a. Alright, I think that's all we need. We don't need any more than that. I don't want this thing to taste like tomato juice. I want it to taste like chili. Now, keep in mind when you're making this, you taste it from time to time. And if it's too thick, then go ahead and add a little water. If it doesn't have enough chili powder taste to it, or enough chili taste, add a little chili powder, or a little, you know, season these things to your taste. Now what we're going to do is let this thing simmer for about 45 minutes. I think that's about the right time. I'll let you know. That's what we're talking about by a nice slow simmer for about 45 minutes. Now as it cooks, there's going to be some fat coming up to the top, and we'll take a ladle and skim that off. Right now I want to stir it a little bit, get this stuff cooking. The idea here is to make this stuff tender. We want this Italian sausage tender because we still have 2 ingredients to add. Let's skim some of the fat off the top of this. That's that oily crap on the top, okay? Now a while back I bought this spoon. It's just perfect for the job. Don't need a ladle. All you need is one of these babies. You just kind of push it in there, lay it flat, and just kind of press down. Look how that juice runs right in there. You know, oh man, all that oil gone. That's real fattening, or not good for folks that have heart condition or something. Folks like Mr. Matt, 5150. He's always on my case about this stuff. Let me go ahead and skim a little more off. It doesn't take a whole lot. Just get it off. You can get the whole thing off in just a matter of minutes. It has been 45 minutes of sitting there simmering. Yes, I'll tell you what, that old meat should be nice and tender. That was the whole idea of the simmering, okay? Get a little piece I can break up right there. Alright, now, next ingredient. Can of white beans. Yes, yes, a can of white beans. Now you can use any kind of beans you want. I'm using the white ones. You can use, there's an Italian kind of white bean you can use. You can use, oh, there's all kinds. As a matter of fact, I might put a few more beans in there. I have a second can. Where is it? Oh, yeah. There we go. I might put a few more beans in there. Maybe a can and a half. Yeah. Yep. Now we'll go ahead and add our bell peppers. Let's see how many of those we want to add. I ain't going to waste them. I'll just put them all in there. They'll cook down. Get all of these things out of this bowl. Like so. Alright, now we're just going to mix all that up. And it's pretty thick right now. Now, you know, what you do is you add enough water. After you get your beans and you get your bell peppers in there, or whatever it is you want to add that you happen to like for your chili. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too thick for me, so I think what I'm going to do is add a little water. Go ahead and put about, oh, maybe 3/4. I'll just put a whole cup of it in there, to heck with it. Add a whole new cup, because I want this stuff to be a little bit soupier, a little more like chili. And a lot of it is going to cook away, because we're going to cook it for the next 30 minutes. We're going to simmer it again for the next 30 minutes. I think that's got enough beans in it. I don't want to have a ton of beans. Let me see, maybe I could add a few more beans. You know, you kind of do this, kind of eyeball it on the bean and the bell pepper side of the house. All right, let's go ahead and she said, oh yeah, that's kind of the way I like my chili, just about like that, you know. You like it real soupy, add more water. You want it thicker, don't add so much. It's up to you. Let's get her cooking for the next 30 minutes and we will be ready to eat. We got about 5 more minutes and then I can go ahead and take this off the fire and we can start munching down. That's about the thickness I like my chili. Right about like that. That's about right. Yep. I wanted some of the water to cook off. That's why I let it cook a little bit longer. I wanted it to have that texture right there. Alright. Man. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give old Ethan, he gets the first bowl here. And then we're going to take a little bit of that, where's the sour cream, honey? Alright, this. And we'll go ahead and put a little bit of sour cream on there, like so. And then we'll take a little bit of the cheese, like so. Just kind of sprinkle it over the top. Tell me what you think, boy. Okay, official taste tester here on the chili. He just told me he's had chili made with deer meat and moose meat. What else? Rat meat? No,
not rat meat.
Not rat meat.
I had squirrel meat though.
Squirrel meat chili? Oh my God! This boy is one whose brain is not infected. Well, what do you think? Was it good?
It tastes like chili. It tastes good.
It tastes good. Tastes good Italian style.
Yep.
Okay, I mean not Italian style, but Italian sausage. And wifey, what do you think?
Good.
You like it? Tastes really good. Grandma, she doesn't want to eat my chili. She doesn't eat meat.
You're just like him.
And she grew up all these years eating meat, and all of a sudden one day she had an aneurysm, and she no longer ate meat, I guess, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. I like it. I think it tastes great. Now, I'll bet you if Brendan were sitting here, he'd think it tastes great too. Well, that's it, folks. That's my way of making Italian sausage chili. Not necessarily an Italian dish, just a chili made with Italian sausage. Until next time, this is John.